Please join me to invoke the name of our teacher 3 times. Namo Sakya Muni Buddha. Namo Sakya Muni Buddha. Namo Sakya Muni Buddha. Today I continue to talk about the 4 Brahma Viharas. We call it 4 Immeasurables or 4 heavenly abodes. It's a very good teaching Buddha wants to teach us so we can practice it. The first one I talked last time about the loving kindness, the metta. I just review shortly the loving kindness. You love like people in your family, like your loved one, your father, your mother, your brother, sister, and your children or your grandchildren. But before you do it, Buddha recommends you have to love yourself first. Some people, they think, loving myself first is very selfish. No, it's not selfish. You take care of yourself physically, emotionally, and then spiritually. You become a very good person. When you become a good person, then you can help, you can love other people. So the people, they don't know how to love themselves. It's very dangerous, okay? Because they don't care about themselves, so who cares for them? You care for yourself first, care for yourself the good way, not selfish way. But you prepare yourself to be a very good person, be a normal person. Because normal people, all of us, we have a Buddha nature. If you don't want to call Buddha nature, you call awakened nature, or you call intrinsic value. Every individual have an intrinsic value. That your value, you have it. If you don't believe you have intrinsic value, so what you have? You have intrinsic value. It's extremely valuable. So you have to trust yourself that I'm a valuable person. So from there, you can elevate yourself, make a better person. Every day, we improve ourselves gradually. So we go to perfection. We're not perfect yet, but you can try. You can try. Only Buddha and Bodhisattva, they are perfect. But we can go to that route. You can better yourself. Like in education, you study, you become better, become more educated person. You cannot say that I finished my education because it's a continuous effort. You have to study all the time. I remember when I was a medical student, my professor asked me, can you define the doctor? We don't know. He said it's a permanent student. If you become a doctor, you have to stay as a permanent student. You have to study all the time to update your knowledge so you can keep the title of a doctor. So we are the people the same. You want to be an educated person, you need to keep educating yourself because so many things to study. We keep doing it, making ourselves better. And after you become better, you can benefit the other people. You benefit the people in your family. Okay? We give them a good example. And then your friend, and then your neighbor, the people you didn't know. And lastly, the people, they're not good to you. They're not your enemy. You have no enemy, but they antagonize you in the past. Sometimes they do something, they stab you in the back. You forgive them, but you give them the good example. You make them see and they improve themselves. That's the loving kindness I talked to you. Now take the second one, is loving compassion. In loving compassion, you have to be very careful. You have to use your wisdom, okay? Some people, they say, I have a loving compassion. That means I feel the pain of the other people. Yeah, you can feel the pain. You understand their pain, but then go too much in that there, and you expose yourself, and you hurt yourself. You have to have a good understanding. You have a compassion. You want to share that understanding, but you have some limitation. You cannot all the way. Some people, they say that it's compassion or idiot compassion. If you do something we cannot do and we hurt ourselves, instead of helping them on the way, we hurt ourselves. Understanding, sharing with them, what is the way? But on the loving compassion too, don't be arrogant. Don't look down on these people. You try to understand or help them. You look at them with dignity, respect. That's the loving compassion. Don't look down and don't overexpose yourself. See something you can do in your capacity. You can help. Okay? It's a good way, intelligent way. That's a loving compassion. Okay? And the next one I want to talk to you is about sympathetic joy. The mudita. What it is, okay? Among you people you know, you wish them to succeed. You're not jealous, okay? Because the Western culture, you try a lot, and you remember no pain, no gain. So you always compete, and sometimes you compete too much, you become selfish. We don't want the other people to succeed because we want to better than them. We want to surpass them. It's not sympathetic joy. If it's sympathetic joy, you want them to be better, maybe better than you. Doesn't affect you, doesn't make you jealous, okay? Like a musician, a true musician, he or she play for themselves. They learn the art. They play for themselves. They didn't play to surpass somebody else, other musician. Like some athletes too. They play sport. They said they want to pass their record. They don't want to pass somebody's record. That's the true sportsman, okay? The one who want to pass somebody's record, they or she or he is a very selfish person. Just want to show off, okay? Because the true sportsman or artist, they just do for themselves. They enjoy it. They do it. And in the same time, the other people do it. If they do better than them, he or she is very happy, okay? My friends do better than me. I'm happy. My young brother, my young sister do better than me. I'm happy. And the teacher, when they teach a student, they want their student to be better than them. That's a true teacher. Like Master Quang, I'm very proud of him. I tell him, I'm happy he's doing better than me. He has better memory than me. He studies more than me. He spends more time to do it. I'm very happy. I said, I'm happy because I see you will be a better monk, a good monk. You're young, you're only 34, so by the time you're my age, I'm 85, you'll be much, much better. I'm very happy that way. I'm not jealous because you're better than me, okay? That's the sympathetic joy, the mudita. The last one is very difficult, equanimity, upeka. Sometimes you look at the equanimity, you maybe misunderstand that. What it is, sometimes they translate by let go. Let go is not negative. It's not like, oh, I don't care. Okay? I just let go. No, you do care. You understand the impermanence. Okay? Everything changes. Everything changes. Nothing can stay forever. Everything changes, the impermanence. So we see that. You accept that and you let go in a good way. Okay? Something you can do it, do it. Something you cannot do it, you accept it. Accept as it. Okay? So we let go. So the notion of equanimity, the upekkha, is very difficult to exercise, very difficult to understand it. But don't be negative. Then say, oh, I don't care. I just let go. Oh, she or he do something, I let go. I don't care. No, it's not a negative attitude. I do care. Okay? Because even they do something, they affect me. They make me have some hurt my feeling. But I do care because I think positive. Okay? I do such a way. I still care. That's not equanimity, not let go, but oh, that doesn't mean, doesn't touch me. That's very negative. So equanimity is more difficult to do, to understand, and to exercise that. That's the 4 immeasurables. So just think about that. Think about that, and it takes you a lot of contemplation, a lot of meditation. When you do meditation, Master Quang Chi, apply it. Apply your meditation, your contemplation about 4 immeasurables, and think about that through such a way it can apply in your life. Okay? The loving kindness, loving compassion, the sympathetic joy, the mudita, and lastly, the equanimity, upekkha. That's the 4 things you remember. You can open more books, you can get the internet, look at that, and think about that. Study more, apply it. It takes time to apply it. There's no miracle you can see and you do it right way. It takes time for you to think over and apply it. That's my recommendation. I hope that I talked to you about the 4 immeasurables, give you some notion about that. It's been repeated many times. Different people express the different way. You have your way to understand it and to apply to your daily activities. Okay? That's my talk about the 4 immeasurables today. If you have any question, I'm trying to answer your question. If I have no question, we transfer the merit, we go chanting. Namo Sakya Muni Buddha. Namo Sakya Muni Buddha. Namo Sakya Muni Buddha. Any positive karmic action we accomplished today, we want to transfer everybody and wish them the enlightenment.
We'll do general practice, page 7. Speech and mind in perfect
deserters, reflecting our careful efforts, our wholehearted mindful, and the fruit of understanding slowly. May we and all beings become of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. May we awaken from forgetfulness and realize our true home. Incense in the censer now is burning. All the Dharma realms in every place. Auspicious clouds appear. Our sincere intention thus fulfilling, as all Buddhas now show their perfect body. Homage to the incense cloud canopy, Bodhisattva and great Bodhisattvas. To the eternally abiding Buddhas, the supreme Dharma insatiably sangha throughout the Dharma and the realm of empty space and 3 periods of time. To the fundamental teacher Shakyamuni Buddha, Maitreya, honored future Buddha, Manjushri, great wisdom Bodhisattva, universal great conduct Bodhisattva, all Dharma guarding Deva Bodhisattvas, and the glorious mountain assembly of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. To Amitabha Buddha in the land of ultimate Avalokiteshvara, great compassion Bodhisattva, great strength Bodhisattva, earth store great vow Bodhisattva, and the assembly of great pure seed Bodhisattvas. Great compassionate Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, Namo, great compassionate Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, Namo, Shobham Ajiyam Sarva Sattva Namo Vastava Namo Bhag Mabhatetu Taryata Om Avaloke Lokate Karati Hiri Mahabodhisattva Sarva Sarva Mala Mala Mahi Mahi Hridayam Koro Koro Karmam Doro Doro Vijati Mahavijati Dara Dara Dirinishvaraya Chala Chala Mama Vimala Muktalehi Shina Shina Hasham Prashari Vishva Vishvam Prashaya Holo Holo Mara Holo Holo He Sara Sara Siri Siri Soro Soro Bodhiya Bodhiya Bodhaya Bodhaya Maitreya Narakendi Risharina Mayamane Swaha Mahasiddhaya Swaha Siddhayogi Shvaraya Swaha Narakendi Swaha Maranara Swaha Sira Simha Mokaya Swaha Sarva Mahasiddhaya Swaha Chakra Siddhaya Swaha Padma Kasaya Swaha Narakendi Vagalaya Swaha Mavari Sankaraya Swaha Namo Ratnatrayaya Namo Arya Valokite Shavaraya Swaha Om Siddhyanto Mantra Padaya Swaha Body is bringing morning light in concentration. My heart is at peace. A half smile is born on my lips. This is a new day, and I vow to go through in mindfulness. The sun of wisdom has risen, shining in every direction. Noble Sangha diligent, bring your mind into meditation. Namo Shakyamunaye Buddhaya. Namo Shakyamunaye Buddhaya. Namo Shakyamunaye Buddhaya. Profound and wonderful Dharma is difficult to encounter in hundreds of millions of eons. I now see and hear it, receive and uphold, and I vow to go. Shakyamuni Buddha Namo Shakyamuni Buddha Namo Shakyamuni Buddha. Bows and the one who is bowed to are both by nature empty. Therefore the communication between as my own purse, reflects in all Buddhas to whom with my whole life I go for refuge. Light in the 10 directions, the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha, to whom we bow in gratitude. The way of awareness in the very midst of suffering and confusion, Shakyamuni Buddha, awakened one, to whom we bow in gratitude. Through ignorance awakening our hearts and our minds, Manjushvita Bodhisattva of great understanding, to whom we bow in gratitude. Mindfully working joyfully for the sake of all beings, Samantabhadra, the Bodhisattva of great action, to whom we bow in gratitude. To suffering serving beings in countless ways, Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva of great compassion, to whom we bow in gratitude. Awakening and loving kindness in children's sprouts and all beings, Maitreya, the Buddha to be born, to whom we bow in gratitude. Way fearlessly and compassionately the stream of all our ancestral teachers, to whom we bow in gratitude. Is deep and lovely, we now have a chance to see it and practice it. We vow to realize its true meaning. Bodhisattva Avalokita, while moving in the discourse of Prajna Paramita, shed light on the 5 skandhas and found them equally empty. After this penetration, he over ill-being listened. Shariputra, form is emptiness, emptiness is form, form is not other than emptiness, emptiness is not other than form. The same is with feelings, perceptions, mental formations, and consciousness. Listen, Shariputra, all dharmas are marked with emptiness. They are neither produced nor destroyed, neither defiled nor immaculate, neither increasing nor decreasing. Therefore in empty there is neither form nor feelings, no perceptions nor mental formations, nor consciousness, no eye or ear or nose or tongue or body or mind, no form, no sound, no smell, no taste, no touch, no object of interdependent origins, and no extinction of them, no ill-being, no cause of ill-being, no end of ill-being, and no path, no understanding, no attain, because there is no attainment. The Bodhisattvas themselves ground in prajna paramita, find no obstacle for their minds, having no obstacles, they overcome fear, liberating themselves forever from illusion and riya. Nirvana, all Buddhas in the past, present, and future arrive at Anuttara Samyak Sambodhi. Therefore one should know that perfect understanding is the highest mantra, the unequaled mantra, the destroyer of ill being, the incorruptible truth, a mantra. Prajna paramita should therefore be proclaimed. Gate gate para gate para samgate bodhi swaha gate gate para gate para samgate bodhi swaha gate gate para gate para samgate bodhi swaha. Your name Avalokiteshvara, we aspire to learn your way of listening in order to help relieve the sufferer in the world. You know how to listen in order to understand. We invoke your name. Listening with all our attention and open-heartedness, we will listen without. We will sit and listen without judging or reacting. We will sit and listen so to understand. We will sit and listen so attentively that we will be able to see person is saying is being left unsaid. We know that just by listening deeply we already alleviate a great deal of pain, suffering in the other person. Your name Manjushri, we aspire to learn your way of be still and to look deeply into the heart of things and into the hearts of people. We will attention and open-heartedness. We will prejudice eyes. We will without judging or reacting. We will look deeply so that we will be able to and understand the suffering and selfless nature of all that is. We will practice your way of using the sword of understanding to cut through the bonds of suffering, thus freeing ourselves and other species. Invoke your name Samanta Bhadra, we aspire to learn your compassion to bring joy to one person in the morning and to ease the pain of one person in the afternoon. We know that the happiness of others is our own happiness, and we aspire to practice joy on the path of service. We know that every word, every look, happiness to others, we will depression and despair, so we can bring light, hope, relief, and liberation to those places. We are determined not to forget about or abandon those in desperate contact with those who cannot find a way out of their suffering, those whose cries for help, justice, equality, and human rights are not being heard. We know that we found in many places on earth. We will do our best not to contribute to creating more hells on earth and to help transform the already exists. We will qualities of perseverance and stability, so that like the earth we can always be supportive and faithful to those in need. Refuge in the Buddha, the one who shows me the way in this life. I take refuge in the Dharma, the way of understanding and of love. I take refuge in the Sangha, community that lives in harmony and awareness. In the refuge of Buddha, I clearly see the path of light and beauty in the world. Dwelling in refuge of Dharma, I learn to open many doors on the path of transformation. Dwelling in the refuge of Sangha, shining light that supports me, keeping my practice free of obstruction. Refuge in the Buddha, in myself I aspire to help all people recognize their own awakened nature, realizing the mind of love, taking refuge in the Dharma. In myself I aspire to help all people fully master the ways of practice and walk together on the path of liberation, taking refuge in the Sangha. In myself I aspire to help all people build for both communities to embrace all being and support their transformation. The sutras, practicing the way of awareness, gives rise to prepare